you guys doing, man? We here again.
We're here.
So I am Dontel Jefferson,
I am Gabby Jefferson.
and we are the Jeffersons. So, man, everybody been like loving the podcast. They've been learning so much. They've been taking so much jewels. So we like, well, man, we got to keep this up. We got to keep going. Ain't no stopping. Ain't no playing around, right?
Right. And then we're going to get more couples, more people to come on here and really educate you guys.
So we got big plans for this podcast. So we ain't stopping here, So we're just going to keep building. We're going to keep taking advice, and we're going to keep going. You know what I mean?
Right. And bringing y'all along with us. We're moving on up with the Jeffersons, but
Yep.
taking you with us.
Yep. You already know how it is. So what we talking about today, Gabby?
Today we are talking about balancing parenthood and entrepreneurship. Really, we can open it up because balancing parenthood and having a job is kind of really the same thing.
Okay, talk to him.
No, but just with balancing parenthood and entrepreneurship, they're both like 24-hour jobs that you have to do, and you really have to manage the time that you spend with your child because you want to make sure that they feel loved, appreciated, and that you're giving them attention that they need. Because if you don't, you know what Journey do.
Oh, yeah, man. Them kids get the seeking for attention. But, us as entrepreneurs, especially first generation entrepreneurs, we really don't know how to balance it out.
Yeah. I mean, it was a struggle.
Yeah. So we like figuring it out. So if you're a first generation entrepreneur and you just leaving your job, or if you work in your job, whatever it may be, and you trying to figure out how to keep working and handle your kids, at the end of the day, just realize, of course, we doing this for them. But of course, we gotta carve away some time to the side.
To spend with them.
Yeah, right. You can't give 7 days a week to your job or to your business or whatever. You have to be able to carve some time to the side. Like for us, we give away Sundays. Sundays is family days, and we just make sure we do something. We trying to add in Saturday too. But like I said, trying to add it in. So just carve some balance in for them little ones, man. And and understand we are doing this for them, but we also got to make sure we give to them and we nurture them and we give them that love and affection that they need, because we could be neglecting them, not knowing that we neglecting them, right? And so we like, we doing all this work for our youngins, but at the end of the day, they mad at us because we never here. We always on the road. We ain't spending no time. We ain't making no memories.
Right.
But our bank account is full. You know what I'm saying? Right. But they don't care. They don't know what money is.
For me, I think I recognized this when I was like working so much when Journey was smaller, and like I would be in the bed working, and she would come and like put my computer down and really was mad at my laptop, y'all. She was upset
she would.
With my laptop. Like she was throwing it, hitting it, like not like throwing it, like she's younger, so she throwing it, she just
and jumping on top of it, like she literally like
stepping on
it. Gosh.
She hated my laptop, so I'm like, okay,
I don't know if she hated it now. She like, give us some time, but then she also wanted her own laptop.
she did want her own laptop. But when she really wanted that time just to spend with me and lay on me and stuff like that, she was just like, she'll let me know by letting my computer down and like pushing it to the side.
That's I remember that, and I don't know if she still do that because now she getting a little older.
Yeah, so she don't even pay us attention.
So she be doing her own thing. She be on the phones and the YouTubes and doing all that thing. Like, yo, man, get out my way, But I think she's just doing payback.
Yeah, probably.
She's just giving it back to us, man. And another thing I want to talk about too is, as entrepreneurship, especially women, right?
Okay.
Women, sometimes have it harder as entrepreneurs due to the fact that they have children and they gotta work on their business, but a lot of them have fears of letting other people watch their children, or they just want to make sure they nurturing their children, but they also got to realize that if you're an entrepreneur, you still got to be able to balance that business. So I also know you had this problem too, like with Journey, like you didn't want her to be in no type of daycare, private school. You didn't want nobody to watch her. You wanted her 24 hours, but then you couldn't grow your business. And now you like, you was like, oh man, my business not doing what I wanted to do, and I feel stuck, I feel trapped, I feel like I'm in a box, I feel like all of these things. Talk about that.
I mean, well, nobody's gonna raise your children like you. So getting over that was one of the hardest things I had to do. Is like, okay, are they going to be attentive when she needs it? When she's crying, are they going to pick her up? Like, it was so many things going through my head, and it's like, okay, the kids, are they going to be bullying her? It was just so many things that I had to think about before we put her in school. And then also, it's like that attachment is like, I managed my time well, but if Journey went off a schedule, then it threw me off. So like, let's say she took naps at certain times through the day. So that's when I would actually do my work. But if she didn't take a nap, then I couldn't do my work.
Facts.
And I was so stressed. Like,
and I remember that like you was making your work load around her time schedule.
I was.
And
I wouldn't meet with people. I mean, calls, all that.
I thought she was the boss.
She is.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I thought she was the boss for real because you working around her time, and then her stuff wasn't consistent all the time. So now you not putting in enough work as you should be because something was off today.
Or I would have to stay up later because when she sleep, that's when I can actually do some work. Then I was just tired all the time. You gotta cook, you gotta clean. It's a lot.
And for me, I'm like, yo, put her in daycare, put her in
something.
Like,
I'm like, I gotta go.
Like so that's why I say women got it bad. A lot of fathers, we get to go out and do our things, but I ain't gonna lie, it's a happier home when you can both be working, not just one. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys both could be working and you can go get a nanny or a daycare, private school, whatever it may be, I suggest doing that because the amount of time, like that's how we doing this podcast now. She's at private school.
She's in school.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you get more time back to do more things, to make more money, to have a better future. And another thing is you got balance. So let's say she go to school from 6. Well, she don't get there at 6, but the school is from 6 to 6, but she go about 8 o'clock, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it may be. And so she go from 8 o'clock to 5:30. So now, at 5:30, it's time. Business is over.
Business is over. I'm not taking no more calls. I'm not looking at my emails. This is her time.
Yeah. And, this is your time to de-stress and detox and allow you to have that one-on-one time with family. So you gotta instill that balance. Like it's no excuses. Like I ain't gonna lie, for me in the beginning I was like business first, God, family.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the order.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm 24 hours, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I gotta get it. But what I realized was that I was just working hard and not smart. Like I'm just out working myself. And it's like when I could have delegated a lot of these tasks and had a lot of my time back. Now where I'm at in life, I'm trying to buy my time back. Like I'm doing everything to buy my time back. So I'm having multiple businesses and doing multiple things because I'm trying to buy my time back.
When you say buy your time back, what does that mean?
I'm trying to get it back. I'm not trying to work for every dollar. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Basically making your money work for you. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can do more and spend more time with my family, but still have everything grow and not be stagnant. Because a lot of us, we have stuff stagnant because we be the only owner, operator, only employee, only everything. You know what I'm saying? So we never get nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we make good money, but what did we have to trade to make that good money?
Exactly. And then I want to go back to you saying like moms needing something to do. So it depends on if your female is a person who wants to actually do work or they just want to be a stay-at-home mom. For me, I always wanted to make my own money. I want to be able to move on my own time and stuff like that. So just spending all of my time mothering and wifing and stuff like that, I was not happy, if that made sense. And I wasn't happy, and it showed in all the things that I was doing. So it showed in my work ethic. It showed in how I handled my household responsibilities. It showed in all this. But when I put Journey back into school, back into school,
like when you allow her to go,
to school, it's like so much time opened up and so much like joy for me because I was able to really do what I love to do.
And she didn't know how to utilize the time in the beginning, man. She run around going to strip clubs and twerking and doing all that.
I was shopping a lot, y'all.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, no, she definitely was. But she wasn't doing like the crazy shopping. She was just going into stores buying little stuff, but little stuff do add up after a while. I'm like, yo, she making her own money so she can do what she want, but is that necessary, girl? Why are you buying them pots and the pans and you trying to get out the house? Like you get more materials to start cooking and cleaning. Come on, man. What are we doing? But so if you feeling that, like, and sometimes that could work for men. Like I know men that is trapped in the house watching the kids. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it can work for either or. But I guess you just got to realize of how much you trying to do for these youngins, man, and what are you willing to sacrifice. So if you telling me that you're not willing to allow them to go and get education, I don't care if it's COVID, I don't care, no COVID, whatever it may
Yeah.
be. You know, it's ways around all this stuff. Like, you just got to let these kids go get the proper education, let them get
Yeah.
out the house. And I'm not going to lie.
She did great.
Now, she doing great, but another
Yes.
thing is you don't got to do what we doing, right? We went to private school, so her education costs the same amount as I pay yearly at college.
Yeah, her school is very expensive, and then you have to add on everything else. You know how most schools, they, you don't got to buy the diapers, you got to buy the wipes, you got to buy the diapers, you got to buy the wipes, you got to buy everything that she really needs.
Yeah.
Besides the food.
And how that food tasted the other day, we might need to buy the food.
We probably do. Journey didn't even eat it. Crazy.
So yeah. At the end of the day, man, just understand and let them kids get out there and free your time up, man.
Mm-hmm.
And what was some other things you wanted to talk about?
So feeling like you have to struggle to be a success, right?
But did we get everything for that?
For the parenthood?
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about how it affected Journey going to school, because with Journey, she loves school, y'all.
Yeah. She like to be around people because she just like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She my exact twin. Like, she loved to be around people. She loved to make everybody feel good, feel happy. And she a little leader, you know what I'm saying? So she doing her own thing. You can tell, like, she be running stuff there because she be running stuff here.
She does. But y'all, she wake up every morning ready to go to school.
Now, I don't know if she wake up ready to go, but
I mean,
she be
when she get in the car and like, you ready to go to school? She's like, yes.
And she let us know if she had a good day at school or a bad day.
Yep.
I'm like, wow, she only 2, you know what I'm saying? So, she's still figuring out everything.
Yeah.
So
she loves it.
So, all right, where we at now?
Okay, so do you want to move to the next topic, which is feeling like you have to struggle to be a success?
Yeah, break that down to me.
Okay, so when I first started in my career as an entrepreneur, I thought that I had to have a story of errors. Like I had to have traumas in order for me to tell my story and people to relate to it. I mean, I always thought Dontel, he talked about his mom, he talked about his childhood, his upbringing and stuff like that. And I didn't really have the same thing. So I'm like, okay, what do I talk about? And it's like, you really don't have to struggle to be a success.
No, you don't have to struggle, but you do have to have a story.
Yeah, you do have to have a story.
So even if your story is glitz and glam, even if you didn't struggle with life itself, but what about your entrepreneur struggles?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can talk about that. It's rare that people get in business and just succeed off the rip. So you can talk about those guidelines, but they don't necessarily have to be struggles. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, hey, these are the things I did to get to where I had to get to, and some of them didn't work out. So I get what you're saying. Everybody didn't have to be brought up in a shitty ass background like me and dealt with cards that you wish you weren't even playing at the table. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, just making sure that you understand that you have to have some type of story and you have to have something to share. So document it the process. And
but for me, it was just like, okay, like I didn't know that. I was struggling in business, but I didn't know that that was my struggle. So when I was first looking at it, it's like, okay, I got both parents in my household. I kind of never really wanted for what I had, for anything that I didn't have, whatever I wanted. I guess, yes, I was privileged. My parents did a good job raising me. But no, I always was like, okay, what is my struggle? I don't know what to talk about. I don't know how to talk to people. But everybody that talk to me, they always talk about, yeah, I did this and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't have a story.
Yeah, I think you do have a story because it's levels to everything. I just think sometimes as a woman, you don't like, you guys bottle a lot of stuff in and don't realize that it's part of your story, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want nobody to look less than or greater than at you, whatever. And us men, we thrive off that story. We thrive off that struggle, especially as black men, because to be honest, majority of us live the same lifestyle just from different areas.
Yeah.
So we kind of use that as a weapon and a shield to tell you, hey, man, I'm strong, or hey, man, I've been through this, so you ain't going to stop me today. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, yo, I'm really a crack baby. I'm really a project baby. I'm really, biological dad killed when I was 1, literally mother on dope. But look at me today.
Yeah,
I'm here
So basically, yours was looked at as strength.
for
But how
myself.
and how I looked at it was like a handicap. Like if I tell these people anything that I'm going through, it's like they're not gonna look at me as powerful, I guess.
But it just depends on what are you trying to get from them. Like, are you trying to get them to look at you some type of way? Because at the end of the day, when I tell my story, I don't need no sympathy. So I ain't looking for sympathy. I'm letting you know, hey, if I could overcome all this, man, I could do anything in the world. I made it out the jungle. I am a lion. Yeah. So ain't nobody gonna be able to stop me today, regardless of what it is. I
guess the takeaway is be confident in your story. That's it. No matter your struggle.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. You don't have to have a struggle. All you have to do is get out there and just do your mission, man. Like, I know a lot of successful people who brought up privilege, $1 million families, multi-million-dollar families. Not first generation entrepreneurs, third, fourth, fifth generation entrepreneurs, but we first generation entrepreneurs. So at the end of the day, we just like, we don't know. We looking at our background and we not knowing how to use it. You know what I'm saying? Like, in some situations, I can't tell my upbringing. You know what I'm saying? Because most of them people are already privileged. They looking at me like I'm less than. Like, nah, sometimes I just shut up and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because, it just depends on who I'm talking to and what's the point of telling my story. Like that. What is it going to do? Is that going to inspire people that going through what I went through to know that they can overcome it?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's just the right time. It's a time and a place when to share it and not share it. But at the end of the day, be transparent and be you regardless. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. Be transparent. Be you.
Regardless.
That is your story.
That is. You know what I'm saying? So where we at with it?
I mean, we can talk about letting people put you in a box as an entrepreneur.
Oh, this is big for me because, people, for me, I'm the king of content, right? So everybody just want to come to me for content. So even when somebody got a skill set that I want to learn, they still neglect me. Like, even though I'm like willing to pay whatever, they say, hey man, this is cost $1 million. Well, let me go figure out how to get that $1 million to pay you for this knowledge because I know how important it is. But a lot of them like, yo man, you a content dude, so I want you to just stay doing content. I don't want to give you the game. I'm going to tell you I'm going to give you the game just so I can keep you close, but I'm going to keep just spoon feed you little crumbs. You know what I'm saying?
Just a little bit here, a little bit there.
Not enough to get me through. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I want it. You know what I'm saying? So I go out and get it. I ain't going to wait on you. I ain't going to ask you twice. I ain't going to ask you 1,000,000 times to show me how to do something.
I've seen him really do this. Like, he will get into a situation and people will try to spoon feed him, but that spoon feed is enough for him. Like, you give him a little bit and he's going to go figure out everything that he needs to know about it. You don't even have to tell him anything else. Yeah. But the thing is, like, when you're actually trying to pursue something, no matter what, and you're like, I'll put up my money, I'll put up my time, whatever it is, and people still don't want to invest in you or give it to you.
Yeah. I think that's our community. Like, as it's our community. You know why? Because we was taught that it's only a limited supply of something. Only one person could shine at a time, when that's not true, man. Like, every other ethnicity, they give you the game. They help you get the game if you get into the right circles. Now, I'm not saying just you walk up to somebody and say, teach me, they're going to teach you. No. None of that works in nowhere. But at the end of the day with us, we be trying to make it seem secret or like it's a hidden formula when really it's not. Like, if you took the time and turned me into your mentee, you'll have a beautiful, successful life, because me as your mentee is golden, because I'm gonna make you look good at all times. You know what I'm saying? So I never got it, and I don't know why we think like if I do content that I can't go start a car dealership, I can't do mortgages, I can't flip houses, I can't, you know what I'm saying, do all this other stuff, when it's like, yo, I got a million things going on. I want to keep making money. I don't want to just have a couple small sources of income. I want to have major things, because that's how we build our wealth. And all of these tools that I get allow me to help more people get it. So let's see, if you trying to go to this person who only do this, they going to be a little hesitant to share the game with you. But if you come to me that do all of these, I'm going to be willing to share the game, share the pot with you, because guess what? I got a lot going on.
I got money coming in from everywhere.
Yeah, so I'm going to empower you, because I want you to do this. And I know how it feel to be just boxed in. Like, how you going to put me in a box when I don't even believe in a box? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it kills me. But I got a couple people out there, man. You know that when I say, hey man, I'm trying to do it, I love what you're doing. Can you teach me? They teach me, man. They not thinking about, oh, I'm a dollar sign, I'm a check. They thinking like, yo, I'm a good dude, and the things I've been doing is like it ain't gonna do nothing but amplify. You know what I'm saying? So as an entrepreneur, what I want you to do is do everything that you see yourself doing. Now I'm not telling you to do it all at one time, because now you're stretching yourself thin. But allow it to build. Like even everything I'm talking about is like it's building. Step. It's not all one missed at one time. You know what I'm saying? So how you feel about that?
I feel that you have to offer something when you're going into these rooms with people that you want to learn from. Like if you can offer something to them, then they're willing to give you whatever.
Give me an example.
What you mean by an
I
example?
say I got something. You come in my room. I do content, right?
Yeah.
All right. So give me a scenario how you would get in the room, first of all.
I mean, okay, so for let's
and
say
don't use your looks.
Right, yeah. Okay, so let's say for Anna Apps, right? Anna Apps, I'm always creating content, so I'm always gonna need a content person. And let's say you want to learn how to create apps. Okay, offer your services to.
Nope. You talking? I said do the scenario with me.
What are you talking about?
So I'm in the room, and you trying to get in the room to get content or learn how to do content.
Oh, I'm just walking in.
No, you don't know me.
But you want me to do it from, okay, so I don't know you.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I would offer it to be a PA, an assistant. I would do whatever you need me to do. I'm there to do it.
Okay.
Whether you need me to type up some stuff, send out production sheets, anything that you need me to do, I can do it. I can be there at 3 o'clock in the morning, at 2
3 o'clock in the morning.
You know, I can do it. Like, I'm there.
Okay. Now, that makes sense. So
you trying to put me on a spot? You want me to pitch to you right now or something?
Yeah. I want you to show them what they need to do, because a lot of people just thinking about the bigger things. Like, I got people that be want to come around me, but they come around me and they be want to be where I'm at like instantly. And if they don't see no results in a couple weeks or a couple months, they like, yo, I'm out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, it took me years. So it's like, yo, I just wanted you to showcase a scenario, what things people should start doing and being willing to sacrifice. Like, even I say this all the time, like with Jeff Bezos, right? He told his investors 20 years ago that they're gonna take a loss for the next 20 years, and you can keep your money in or you can take your money out. But the ones who keep your money in, you guys gonna be set for life. You know what I'm saying? In 20 years. And so a lot of people don't realize, like, yo, it's going to take some time. If you come around me and you get all this knowledge, all this energy, and you get to work with us while we doing what we doing and growing, you get to grow forever. And so a lot of them investors, they left. And the ones that stayed, look at it. Look at Amazon 20 years later. The biggest company in the world. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of us don't see that bigger picture and don't want to be willing to put the
sacrifice.
Yeah, because we too busy trying to make our own light shine and not realizing if I'm next to you and your light shining, guess what happened? It ain't gonna be dark in my area.
Exactly.
It ain't gonna be dark at all, because your light gonna shine my light and my light gonna shine somebody else's light. But we so busy thinking it's only one light. You know, no, this ain't no one lighthouse in the middle of the ocean somewhere. No.
Yeah.
We lighting cities. We the city lights. We the world lights. We lighting the world. You know what I'm saying? So we the sun.
We the sun.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference. So I just want us to come together and be able to do multiple things and take over economic systems and create ecosystems so we can keep growing. Like, you could tell I'm passionate about this. Like, I'm passionate about seeing people grow. I'm passionate about people understanding that, hey, I don't have to be one-dimensional.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't.
You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing to me, man. Don't put me in no box. I don't even believe in a box. Like, I really don't. Like, why are we talking about imaginary box that don't exist? You know? Yeah, it'd be killing me.
But even for me, okay, so let's say with me starting out working with you, right? I literally worked with you for like 4 years, right?
Yeah.
I didn't do anything of my own per se, but I learned so much working with him. Even when people wanted me to start my own production company and stuff like that, I'm like, no. I'm working with him, and like, now that I have my own company, I understand how things are supposed to look. I understand how things are supposed to go. I know how to run a business based off what I learned from him. I didn't come in and was like, okay, I know how to do production now. I'm going to do it on my own.
Yeah.
But that's what some people do. They come around, they see little things, and then they like try to pick it up and go do it, and then it fails. Yeah,
because they ain't really with you for you. Like, man, get around people that you really genuinely want to see win and help them win. Don't lead before they win. Help them win so y'all can win together, and you can always have relationships. I got people that came around me and just let me down, like, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't talking about them. We don't care about them. But as entrepreneurs and young entrepreneurs and couples and non-couples and everybody that's trying to do, man, get the right people on your team that believes. Like she believed.
So you're saying that people came around you and kind of took things and didn't really put into you. No. How do you recognize those people? Like, now that you went through that, can you kind of like picture people out?
Yeah. I just red flags. When I hear stuff and see stuff and see they work ethic and them not living up to what they said they're gonna do, but they'll come around and they'll be so quick to like grab my resources, my relationships, and make my relationships their relationships instantly. And not building a rapport around them, like using my name to gain access to places I ain't even in. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. Like, so now I just stay out the way. Like that really kind of made me distant. You know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't go distant. You should just, vet the people that come around you and don't just allow anybody and everybody around you. Allow them to build. And if they can't bring nothing to the table instantly, they shouldn't even made it to you. Just because somebody say, hey, I want to help you. What do you really bring? And how much are you willing to sacrifice? And make them go through a rigorous time before you get them access to anything.
Ooh, okay. So basically, let them prove themselves before you give them anything.
Like you a ghost. Nobody even know you working with me right now.
Right.
Give me some time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, back to like just really don't allow nobody to put you in that box, man, and do everything that your heart desires.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, because that's big. So many people I get to talk to so many people and so many women that's like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this.
But be realistic.
Be realistic. But it's like they say all these things that they want to do and then they don't do them. And they're not happy with their life up to this point. Let's say that you're 20 years old, right? And you're not happy with the first 20 years of your life. Okay. Change the next 20 years of your life. Do what you want to do. Don't get stuck in that box and like, oh, I want to do this, but I can't because I have a 9-to-5. Okay, what about the other hours throughout the day? What about everything else that's going on? You can do what you need to do. You just got to be able to sacrifice. You're too afraid to sacrifice.
Yeah, that's facts. Like, I tell people all the time, like, man, just start. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you 25 years old and whatever you doing, you just started a year ago, right? Yeah. So that means you only 1 year of age in this thing. You're not 25 or 26, you 1 year old. And so it's going to take you some time to really get there. Think about a 1-year-old in this world. They just starting. They barely walking. They just learning how to walk. So it's the same when whatever you start new. So give yourself some time.
So basically, don't compare. Like, I wouldn't compare Journey to me right now.
Yeah.
Don't compare your 1-year-old self to somebody else's 10 years.
Yeah, like 10 years. Some of them cats 20 years, 30 years. Like, in, not old. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they in. So just take your time, be patient, and do not let that social media eat you up. Ooh. And when I say that, I mean, you seeing these people living this crazy lifestyle, driving all these crazy cars, doing all of this, and you want that now? Nah, man, a lot of them worked for it, or whatever they do.
Some of them didn't even work for it. They don't got it for real. They just showing it off right now.
All right, guys, so we up out of here, man. And what's up?
We'll see y'all on the next episode next Sunday.
Well, I'm Dontel Jefferson.
And I'm Gabby Jefferson.
And we moving on up with the Jeffersons, Woo!
And taking you with us. I told y'all he's going to dance at every single episode. So if you're just listening to this, you got to look at the video, okay? Deuces.